welcome back. It is that time again. We need to do our January layout with our stickers and stuff. I have not bought any new stickers. So we are going to do what we do, and hopefully it comes out lovely. I don't have any washi tape for January. That kind of bothers me, but it's fine. We'll work it out. If I can get this done, now y'all know if you watch the last couple of months when I do this, I do speed it up. So I should have time. I want to go over my budget process, I guess. This is my budget binder, and there's some things in here. I just want to go over the process, mainly to remind myself, but as well as there's something in here that, you know, you guys never thought of, or if it may work for you. So this will be informational for other folks as well. But first we get to play. So I am going to set up and hopefully find some awesome music for y'all to listen to. And as always, we are doing mini happy planner, classic happy planner, and whatever stickers we have. All right, so let's go.
Strawberry on my lips and sugar fingertips. I can feel the beat running through the speakers. Blue skies, blue waves, every day's a good day. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I'ma take Monday off too. Ooh, got me so in love with the summer days. Ooh, got me feeling dizzy from the summer haze. 'Cause we got the sunshine by the poolside. Such a fun time living for the hot life. Bring the right vibes and the tan lines. Keep the free mind, yeah. 'Cause we got the sunshine by the poolside. Such a fun time living for the hot life. Bring the right vibes and the tan lines. Keep the free mind, yeah. Rose color on my cheeks, yeah. I feel so on fleek. Forget who we are, let's dance until dawn. Music on repeat, you can beat this feeling. Let's keep this going on and on. Crack open bottles on and on and on and on and caught up in the moment, feels just like I'm dreaming. Just like I'm dreaming. Ooh, got me so in love with the summer days. Laying low, no place to go. Sunlight dances through the window. Lazy haze filled up the room. Got no plans, just me and you. Time slows down when you're around. Feel the rhythm of our hearts pound. In the quiet we find a groove. Lost in love, no need to move. It's a love, no need to move. It's a lazy weekend, just you and me. Wrapped up in pink blankets, under the sheets. Lost in the moment, in our own dream. In this lazy weekend, we're wild and free. Coffee stains on the table. Lazy kisses, we're unable to escape this cozy bubble where we're lost in each other's troubles. Time slows down when you're around. Feel the rhythm of our hearts pound. In the quiet we find a groove. Lost in love, no need to move. It's a love, no need to move. It's a lazy weekend, just you and me. Wrapped up in pink blankets, under the sheets. Lost in the moment, in our
folks. Don't know how long that actually took me, but we're going to do one at a time. Mind you, the only thing on here are my pay dates, but I don't want to mess with my camera, but I want to make sure you guys can see. All right, let's try this. Okay. So, I like a Monday start. I always fix that. I don't know why, but I do. So there is, this is my setup for my YouTube and cash stuffing classic. And then this is my personal. It's okay. Yeah, I can look at that for a month. So there is that. Cool. And then put these away. For my personal budget, this is a layout that I made, and I'm going to show you in a minute a bigger version, but this is what I created this for, so I can literally just write on it and see my monthly thing. There's no YouTube stuff on here, no business stuff, literally bills. So if there are bills, but there's no planning or nothing in this, that's all in my classic. So this goes over here. Now, what I wanted to do with you guys is just show you how I do my monthly. All right, let's stay there. Budgeting is not easy, and it's different for everybody. So what I'm going to go through now is just my process. It is working for me, and I have to do a lot of tracking. I tried to do it on the digital planner, but it takes me so long. And then I get to changing stuff, and I love to create stuff. So yeah, that's too much opportunity for me to squirrel. So we're doing paper for this particular thing in my life. So what I do to start, we're going to start from where we're at in the month, which is, we just did the monthly totals. All of these are something that I made, except one. Just because I can change what I need to change. And also, eventually, I'd like to do my own budget workbook. So I'm working with what I can make and what I like. You know, you get the gist. So I do the monthly total. I do like to put where I reallocate the money, and then I keep these. This is kept in my classic per month. So we've done this. So our next step, after we've done this, this is what I'll be working on for during my next video. I like to check in with all of my envelopes, all of my sinking funds, whatever cash or whatever I am tracking, I need to check in on it at the end of the month. So it's what envelope or what binder, however you want to do it, what's in the bank for that category, how much cash is in that envelope, and if I added anything the day of the check-in. I may move some stuff around or something, and I'd like to know when I added and what I added and what we have at the end of the day for that sinking fund. I've been trying to do this every 2 weeks. I don't film it, but I'm going to try to do it for the next video. Like I said, it takes a minute, and I need to check my accounts, and you know, it's a whole process. So I do the monthly total, check in on all of my stuff, and then we're ready to start the new month. All right, we've done all of that, closed out the month. I check on, I do quarterly goals. I'm going to try to do at least 1 or 2. I don't really have a lot of things that I need to, big things, other than getting my finances together. So most of mine are finance goals, but I check on my goals for the quarter at the beginning of each month. My accounts breakdown. This sheet is more making sure I know where my money is and where stuff is being taken out. I do have a couple. I have more than 2 or 3 accounts. You do not need this. If you have one account and everything goes into it, you don't need this. But for me, I have one that I just put a lump sum for all of my subscriptions for things that are automatically taken out. Simply because that is something that has gotten me in trouble in the past. I've forgotten that something is auto withdrawn. Also, I don't want my main account attached to my spending account. So I usually do the account, and then here, just in general, what is being taken out of that account. That's all this is. This can change monthly, so I do check on this after my quarterly goals. And I know this seems like a lot of tracking, but for me, it's just me. I do not have pets. I do not have small children. So all of this is what I bring into the house, and I need to make darn sure I know where it's going and if something comes up missing. So this is the singing funds plan. And all of these are, I just did in the big size so you guys can see them. All this stuff is either in an A5 or a classic for me. So just a little disclaimer. This for me is, if you're new to here, to the budgeting, or to this form in general, it is basically, you have a goal for your sinking fund, when you want that to be fully funded, how much it's going to take for it to be fully funded, what you're starting with, the number of checks that you have between the day you start and the due date. And then all you do is take those amount of checks and break up what you have left to save into those checks. So if you have $50 left that you need in the sinking fund and you have 2 checks left before it's due, the amount to save per check would be $25. Yeah. This, I usually do, I check it monthly, but it can change monthly as well, depending on what I was able to get done, and, you know, the plan changes. But I like to see this so I know if I do this part, then all of this will be done by the dates I need. Okay? For me, that is super important. I do have a yearly expenses, just so I don't miss the quarterly, the every 6 month stuff, even some birthdays. My memory is not the best. Whatever you need to use this for, to know that in January, you're going to have 3 different expenses come out, especially if they're auto withdrawn. This is super important to me too, because I'd like my P.O. box. It was every 3 months. Now I have it every 6 months. So I need to change this around to make sure I have what I need when that comes around. Okay? All of these are just checks that I do at the beginning of the month. After all of that, I go into what is actually due for the month. So the fixed incomes, the fixed expenses, and then if there is a debt payment that needs to be paid, anything that has to be paid during the month goes on here. After that, I put this to the side, okay? With that, we're doing the paycheck plan. Now this is a 2-page paycheck plan. It has a lot of options, a lot of spaces. I don't even use all these spaces every month. But we have like daily and weekly savings challenges, debt, fixed expenses, variable expenses, of course your income, your sinking funds. Those are my major things, so I made that a large area. Long-term challenges, and if you just save per binders, a lot of options. But you take the monthly bills tracker and put in here what is due for that paycheck period. I usually do both of these for the month. So my fixed expenses are already on my paycheck plan. Okay. There's a lot of prep, but that way when you get your check, you already know what has to come out and then what you would like to do. Okay. So there is that. I do the monthly, both paycheck plans. I get paid every 2 weeks, so I have 2 a month. After that, I usually do a basic cash planning worksheet for the things that I know I'm going to pull money out for. There is like 5 challenges and a couple sinking funds. I do pull cash out every paycheck. So I will start this, okay? That way that part will be done. And then weekly, when I figure out what I will need for my savings challenges, I can just add to this before I go to the bank at the end of the week, okay? After that, this is, the cash planning thing. You're supposed to have this to give to the bank teller. I do have the small version. I don't remember where I got this. But this, I lose these. So what I did was make my own big size. It is in a A6 binder, and I can take that A6 binder with me to the bank. If I'm doing the ATM, I can just put it on a Post-it. But this, I keep track, and I don't know, it's just easy to read. A lot of times I'll just put on a Post-it this, or take this and just fill it out right before I go into the bank so I don't lose this. Anyway, this is the last step after I figure out my entire cash planning worksheet for the week. Okay, I start this when I do my paycheck plan, and I finish it before the week is up. For next week, savings challenges, I just pull it all out. Okay, and then that's for the bank. Excuse me. This is a lot, so if you are still here, I appreciate you. It's a lot. But when you look at it at the end of the month and you see everything, it just makes me feel all warm and cozy inside. Okay, I made this specifically for my budget planner. I needed something over here. I have seen a couple that have them over here, but I'm right-handed. So when I have the notes section on this side, it really bothers me. I do have a version where this is blank as well. But I also like a Monday start. So my entire weekend is on one page, and I kind of like that. So after all of that is done, that is when I fill out my monthly layout. That's when I get to decorate this, like what I just did. And then I'll put all of my bills on here. I don't put the amounts. I just put my paydays and when the bills are due. For me, that's enough because I have actual tracking in my other forms. Plus, it bothers me when I don't have a space to write stuff, so it gets sloppy, and I just put the bills on here so I can check them off and see my whole month, see if I missed anything. Writing in a list, you kind of miss stuff sometimes, but it does seem a little excessive. But again, this is what works for me. If you see something in here that may work for you, awesome. All right, after we do all of that, this is where it comes into savings challenges for me. What I do is after I do my monthly thing and put all my bills in my budget calendar, my other calendar is for my videos and my savings. So I do the weekly layout here is more for, I like to track the creators that were in my videos, the savings challenges. So if I did, She's Got It and Income Babes and Saving with Alicia and Snow Gardener 307 and, 4 other ones, I want to make sure, first of all, I'm not missing anybody when I go to upload. And secondly, I want to make sure I know who I've been featuring. That is this layout. This layout is more video title and what I want to do in that video. Like my cash stuffing video, it will be, just the title, and then I want to make sure I'm doing the 52 weeks. I am doing the brick wall. I have to make sure I do the days of the week. I'd list stuff I want to accomplish in this one. This is more who I'm featuring in my video. This is what I want to do in my videos. And again, this is in my classic. But this also helps when I do all my YouTube stuff. It helps. And then on this sheet, I was doing the savings budget form from Donna Powered by Creativity. It is an awesome form. But the thing that was getting me is the spaces were so small. So on this form that I already use, I'm just putting what I'm saving for the day beside the title on here. So I'm still tracking what I'm saving. All right. Again, this is a lot. Go get some coffee, take a breather. Just make sure you come back. Almost done. Okay, so after all of that, this is my tracking stuff. This is the back of my budget binder. These are something that I created. They are a tiny bit pricey on my Etsy, but the thing about this is all of your information for your credit card, for your bank debit card, whatever you want it to be. This was created because someone was looking at all of their credit cards, all of the offers for each credit card, where it was from, all of this stuff on one page, plus a tracking. This is beneficial if you are looking at doing any like real estate stuff. Some of the credit cards have awesome offers for buying property, for putting down payments on things. The more you know about your cards, the more you can maintain, manage. So all of this extra stuff on here is why it's a little bit pricey. This can actually eventually make you some money with your investments and stuff, having all of this. That being said, this is what I track my credit cards, my current credit cards on. It's in my back tracking because I save all my receipts. I do all of that good stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm tired and I don't feel like it. So I take all of those receipts and stuff and make sure that I am keeping track of what I'm doing with each card. I don't necessarily do all of this because I'm not at that point, but I need to make sure what I've done. And with having multiple cards, sometimes you might hit the wrong button and it come out of a different card, or just, this is tracking. And it just happens to be pretty. So this is my back part of my budget workbook. I do have an expense log. I don't use it that much. I track on my card thing. And then gas, food, anything personal, all of that stuff comes out of one bulk, one lump sum of money. So I need to get better at this, but oh my gosh, it's so tedious. Like if I go buy some toilet paper, do I have to put that on here? Like if I go get gas and happen to get snacks, do I have to separate that? I have it, but I don't use it very often. Jeez, I'm working on it. All right, more tracking. At the end of the month, I take all of my monthly bill, the first bills tracker where I mark off what I paid, what's left, and all of that. I take those income to the back for the tracking. I need to know what my bills are looking like, especially my utilities, but even my phone bill. I noticed it was going up like $2 a month or something. I'm like, wait a minute. This one. So every month I take this and any other tracking that I did, any other bills I paid, income to the back. This is a yearly. This is 6 months, 6 months. And that's all it is. What the bill was, and in January, how much was it? February, March, you get the gist. So a tracking, same thing, tracking, quarterly, yearly, randomly. I am a nurse, so every 2 years, I need to make sure that I'm tracking this. Okay. Also on here, I'm doing, I think I'm putting every 6 month thing on this one. But tracking, memberships and subscriptions, same thing, yearly. If they're every 3 months, which most of them are not, it's usually every month or yearly. I'm gonna put them on here. Another tracking, okay? Now, I do have a debt section in my budget workbook. This is not the only page that is back there, but this is the only page back there that I have actually made. Very simple. This has changed functions like 3 times, but it is basically a tracking. All right. This is what I owe. This is my payment, my balance, payment, balance, payment. That's all this is going to be. But I have a few more forms that I want to get back there. Then I have to actually go through the process of writing all of this debt out. Debt tracking in the back of my binder is going to be for things that are not active, like the credit cards that have already closed, the stuff on my credit reports. That's the section that I want those in. Anything current, like the cards that I have now that are still, I want to say usable. Those are going to be actually in my bill section. labeled as consumer debt. They just won't be in the back with the stuff that I need to work on long term. Okay? Trying to get the current stuff, like the furniture that I got for this apartment. I have one more that I need to pay off. And then I have 2 cards I want to pay off. And then, you know, the stuff that is current, I need to take care of before I start working on the stuff that already done got me in trouble. I'm just trying to not to get further into debt, if that makes any sense. All right, so that is my breakdown. This is going to be a super long, and I hope that you stayed till the end. I'm going to do a quick flip through of the workbook that I am using, and then I'm going to let you guys go, just to make sure you guys know that I am using this stuff. So I have quotes throughout the thing. I'm not going to go through there, but yearly goals. You see my Post-its, still working on that. All right, these are dashboards that I have made. This is for my sinking funds. I have my account breakdown, some notes, my plan. I'm updating this now. My check-ins. That is a whole section of just these, the envelope check-ins. Okay. Paycheck plans. This is where I have my monthly. Okay. With my paycheck plans. Okay. And there's my January. All right, cash planning, I have this separate. Basically because this is something I don't really need to keep hold of, but every now and then, you know. Monthly bills. All right, it's not your salary that makes you rich, it's your spending habits. This is Charles A. I want to say Jaffe. I love that. Yearly expenses, I need that right there in the front. November, December. Credit cards and expense log. That's where these things are. All right. I have them front and back. Expense log. I told y'all I don't really use that thing. I need to. I really do. All right, yearly tracking is all of my tracking forms. I have all of 2024 down to December. Let's see. My quarterly, my yearly memberships. And then I'm already ready for 2025. And then my debt. I am working on that. It does have that tracker in there. Yeah. All right. And then I have 2025 calendar and the back page. Okay. All right. I am not sure how short I can make this video by fast forwarding and editing. We'll see. All right. Y'all know I appreciate you. If you are new here, this is just a breakdown of what I do behind the scenes. Monthly, I don't really do my budget on video, but this is how I come to the savings that I do during my videos. So, and I do like to do the setup for the monthly layout. So there will be one for February as well. I'm gonna let y'all go. That was a lot. And thank you so much. Y'all are always very supportive and I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Bye.